vortex. Please pray for Ronnit. She was in a really bad car accident. She totaled her car. I don't know whose fault it was, but I can only assume that it was hers. But it was another female driver, so. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like I just hate women. I mean, I love Ronnit. Ronnit has a vagina. You know? There are plenty of women that I like a lot. But as a whole, you're right, I hate women. And that's not to be, like, mean or anything. It's just kind of a general, consensus that I have about female behavior. And I've had this consensus for a long time. Is consensus the right word? Sentiment, opinion, I don't know. But I always thought women were full of shit, and I never understood why society caters to us. And the longer I've lived my life, especially here in this country, the more obvious it is that I was right about that assumption. Now, that doesn't mean I mistreat women, though. You know, like, I don't belittle them. I don't talk down to them or anything like that. I don't do that to anybody unless they're doing that to me. Just to give them a little taste. You know? Because typically, you know, when people belittle somebody else and that person turns around and belittles them right back, they don't like it. Can you imagine that? They don't like being treated the same way that they treat others. Well, you know, I've always been belittled my whole life. Thank you very much, Frontier. We appreciate that turn signal. More than you'll ever know. But anyway. Ronnit's fine, by the way. That was so cold. I was like, oh yeah, when she got in that car accident, she was a woman. Fuck her. You know? No. Look, if I throw myself under the bus, I can throw anybody under the bus, alright? I totaled my car too. Alright? Women will eventually total a car. That's all I'm saying. No, but I mean, apparently, like, the accident was, like, she flew out of the car. Like, she's had to get surgery. Like, she's getting surgery again today, like emergency surgery or something. And she insists that she's fine. And our friend Brad went and saw her in the hospital, and he's like, yeah, she's fine, she's fine. She didn't want me to come visit her. Yeah, because there's no fucking weed at the hospital. You can't smoke weed at the hospital. You know, they won't let you do that. It sucks. But, I feel bad for anybody that's at the hospital, though, because they're just kind of stuck there, you know? But she's my best friend, though, man. She's a lot older than me, but I feel like we're just really spiritually connected. And not many people have that. Like, it's really, really hard to find people with that kind of a connection, you know? Because you can bond over other shit. You could bond over, you know, like in the same sports team or thinking you have the same politics, and then whenever you figure out that that person's slightly more or less whatever you think you are, then all of a sudden they're your enemy and you hate them just as much as you hate everybody else. But yeah, it's like people don't value that connection anymore. Maybe they never did. And social media just proves that. Yeah, it's like, I know that I am very, very biased about certain things, but I try not to let those things get in the way of my judgment. Like, because I know that about myself, I'm really quick to catch myself, as you just witnessed.